Travis, thanks for joining in. I see you guys coming in. Nobody, what's good? He's watching from YouTube as well too. So I'm not really sure, Jeff, what's going on with that, but hopefully that all gets fixed. But to get back to Jasper, man, Jasper is actually is he actually on campus now, or is he just planning to come and visit? I didn't really see if he was. I was looking to see if he actually takes a surprise. He's actually was on campus, so that's good. He actually took a surprise visit to Kentucky. So does that mean that the possibility of getting Jasper is still on the table? Does Mark Pope still have what it takes to actually reel him in and keep him in state, or is it maybe so? Because you guys know that he went to the Louisville game, the Louisville and the La Familia game. So he was at the game. So maybe it was something that actually triggered him that night to say, you know what? I want to be a part of this. This is exciting. Like this matters to the whole state of Kentucky. I'm a Kentucky kid. Why not stay home and taking this opportunity to play Louisville and to beat those guys and just throw L's down as well too. So the whole time I think we get both. I hope he does, man. Hey, Shot Glass, I see you. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Make sure I don't want to miss nobody who might have came in or whatever. But squint your eyes, Mike. Hold up. Let me see what her. You ever notice if you squint your eyes and Mike doesn't have a. Let me see if I can see that. I'm so sorry. That try to see what he said. Doesn't have a hat on. He looks like Emmitt Smith. Well, that's a pretty good compliment. So thank you so much, Earl, for that. So I think the Emmitt Smith reference all day long. So, but yeah, hey Joe, thanks for Joe Ingeweller. Thank you so much for joining in. Rick Brown, I see you. Craig Blanton, I thank you so much. Franklin from Frankfort, Kentucky. Appreciate you joining in. Also, don't forget, guys, let me know where you're watching from, and let's just have a good time. Don't forget, if it's your first time, please let me know so I can give you a shout out. Also, if you have a birthday, anything going on as well too. I'm not sure if Mike Dowd is in here yet. I'm gonna wait and see if he joins, so I can give him a shout out as well for his 26th wedding anniversary. So that would be good too as well. So kind of does. Somebody said kind of does. Let me see. Let me take off my glasses and screen. Yep. I'm just not built like him. I can't run the football like him. So, but I really hope that we can, that this is I hope that this is a really, really good positive sign that Jasper making a surprise visit. I mean, you don't make a surprise visit unless you still got like, you know what? I want to see a little bit more. I mean, he's already been there a lot of times anyway, so I'm not really sure what else he can actually see. Sean, thank you for joining the show as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. That means a lot to me as well too. The summer's almost over. Football's almost here, and we can get down to some football as well too. But I really hope that Jasper can, I hope that they can be like, you know what? Stay home. Be a part of what we got going on here. I get it. You don't know very much about me besides the BYU or whatever. Just give me that opportunity. And maybe, Coach Pope has been consistent. He has really showed that he is making Jasper a priority. And because of that, maybe Jasper's coming around. So I know JC and I know Jimmy. Those guys are really big on the recruiting for me, and those guys help me out a lot too. So big shout out to those guys. So my man Rick Brown, appreciate it, replying to Lincoln, Kentucky. Got a lot of UC Ohio State fans up in here. We need a victory on Friday, man. We definitely need a victory on Friday, and we're gonna touch on that too as well, because we kind of got some Lawful Media kind of got some bad news about one of their players. So you guys probably have seen it already, but can we land Jasper? Will Mark Pope and his coaching staff be able to do enough that those guys be able to do enough that they can reel him in and keep him in state and playing? And I also saw, and if anybody else is in here that does, Mayfield's in the house, Kentucky. I see us, Mayfield, Kentucky, absolutely. Western Kentucky, well represented on here, absolutely. I see that the crystal ball, or that the predictions are leaning towards Marino and the other kid. I can't think of the other kid. I wrote his name down and I can't even remember. I got to go put it in the thing. But it looks like we may be getting both of those guys too as well. So, it's taken a while, and we're not, as a fan base and maybe as a coaching staff as well too, they're not seeing people commit as fast as we may want to. But the thing about it, the guys are our coaching staff are staying very dedicated. They're staying very committed to these guys, and they're showing that, hey, we're really making you guys a priority, and we're not going to, until you sign with somebody, until you sign your official letter to play for that university, we're going to keep recruiting you. And I think that's a positive sign, and we see that also on the football side with Coach Merrill. He does the same thing. So they taking the same philosophy, both of them, and says, own up until you decide that you're going to sign with somebody else. Then we're going to keep recruiting you. We're going to keep showing you that you are a priority in what we're trying to do too as well. Harold, how you doing, brother? Sestina's not playing. Yeah, he's not going to. That's the news that we would definitely touch on too as well, about Sestina, which is a blow to what's the name. So, hey, Greg, there you go. Jeff told you I'm actually working in Kuwait right now. So a few more months, man. A few more months, and I get to come home. So I'll be excited about that. But I'm really excited about this opportunity. When you wake up and when you see these news and you see what's going on, and you're seeing that that Coach Pope and his coaching staff is still in the mix after it starts looking a real bleak as far as if we're going to be able to get Jasper or not. Because I really think a lot of people really for a while was just like, hey, I just really think Alabama or North Carolina is the two teams to beat out, and I don't really think he's going to end up at Kentucky. But if you take a surprise visit, you want to go in there. Maybe you do a surprise visit like that. Maybe it's because, you know what, I got a few more questions. Let's talk about what's the vision for me? How do I fit into your plan of what you're trying to do? And that gives them an opportunity even more to go, are you military Kuwait? That's I'm retired Navy, but I'm actually just a U.S. contractor over here right now. So been over here since December. Ready to go. But so that really gives the coaching staff that much more time and that much more ability to say, okay, you know what, you here? Let's talk about it even more in depth, because we know the energy that the coaching staff has this year, and because of that, those guys are able to take that and translate it over to these young recruits and says, hey, come in, let's have this energy, let's do something special together. Because this is his first year recruiting per se, but next year in the 2025 class, that's when it really, really matters the most. Because we know that we filled up our class this year with some outstanding transfers, which we're gonna talk about those guys briefly too as well. But I'm ready to really go in, and I'm ready to show people that I can recruit and that I can take these recruits and I can win some ball games as well too. And he wants to build around Jasper being such an outstanding player, one of the top 5 star players in the class of 25, and we're gonna just play ball. So hopefully this is exactly what Coach wanted. This is what he needed to be able to say, okay, I'm going to reel this in this time, and I'm going to do my best to be able to bring it in. So I'm definitely looking forward to actually seeing if they can actually close the loop on this process and somehow get Jasper to stay right here in town. So to me, there's still a glimmer of hope to get Jasper, and we just got to wait and see how this actually goes. So, why choose Alabama over Kentucky? Like, I get it. If it's football, I get it. You go to Alabama over Kentucky. I can understand that. But you don't choose Alabama over Kentucky for college basketball. Thanks so much, Kent. I'm not Kent. It wasn't you who recommended this shirt, was it? Somebody recommended this shirt to me, and they put it in the inbox. They said it on the show, and I wish I would have remembered who it was. I'm gonna go back and find it for sure. But somebody recommended that I do a shirt like this, so that's why I wasn't going to do a shirt, but they recommended that I do a shirt like this. I think I want to make this the Loyal BBN Fan Show just a little bit smaller. I'm gonna make it smaller and just leave this right here kind of like it is, just to kind of make it smaller, because I want this right here to be dominant. Because this is what we all are as Kentucky fans. We was the new staff too late. I don't know if the was a new staff. I don't know if they was. If you're talking about as far as recruiting wise, I don't think so. These guys. They still got the capability of actually bringing some guys in. I feel they still got the connections. They still got the pipeline. So I don't really think that it's going to be too late for these guys to go out and recruit. I think the biggest thing is just not it's not the associate or not the staff. I think it's just people wanting to know more about who Mark Pope is as a coach, and that's why we've been saying this all summer. We've been saying this since Pope got hired. It's all about what happens this year. Can this year, yeah, Marino too, can this year be successful up under Coach Pope in year one? What does his offense really look like? Is the hype real? Do they really play basketball like it's a video game? Do they move? Do they really are they really going to shoot 43s a ball game? You know what I'm saying? Like these recruits, they really want to say if what he's saying is true, because he still got to prove that he can go out here and he can actually coach. So get to play 1 year, two max, or come to UK and play four. Yeah, well, that's true too. Yep. I mean, I can understand. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, this is for Craig. At the end of the day, you Alabama football is what it is. I mean, and if you choose Alabama, even if you have Alabama and Kentucky in your running for like your schools, and if you end up choosing Alabama, that says a lot about where we at as far as the football program. But in basketball, like I just don't know how. Like I don't know what it would take for me as a Kentucky native, Kentucky kid, to say I'd rather go play for Alabama than I want to go play for Kentucky. That all comes down to some money, and that all comes down to wanting to play for a coach who is proven. That's all that does. But still, I don't think I can ever leave Kentucky if I have the opportunity. Not many Kentucky kids have the opportunity to actually play basketball for the University of Kentucky. So if you're that good and you're that talented, if you're being recruited by major programs across the nation, then that means you can come to Kentucky and you can play basketball. Why not stay right here in state and do what you do and make the state proud even more than what it was of you? So Jasper may making a decision today or in August. When in August? We in August. Today's my son's 25th birthday. Hey, if you're just joining, guys, appreciate you. Please, City Boy in the house, Junction City, Kentucky. Clint Smith, thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. I see you. Absolutely. Yeah, don't forget to give your hometown a shout out. If you got a birthday, anniversary, something special going on, please let us know so we can give you a shout out as well too. Hope to get some ballers, take what we get and mold them. Yeah, I mean, and I don't think we're gonna go out and get five-star players this year. We just need a couple that can play along with some good transfers, because the transfer portal is just going to be a part of who we are, and that's going to be the part of a lot of schools moving forward. So we just can get some studs in here, like some five-star players or whatever. And sorry, not supposed to say that word. YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook will actually catch it, and they may actually block it for being a derogatory word. But we're going to get some shooters in here that can really shoot the ball. And, with the transfer portal to play around with a Jasper, with a Marino, and even the guys who's going to be coming back next year as well too, is still going to be a good compliment. So to what we're trying to do next year. So it's all about getting that first. What's the name? Are you drinking? Nobody. Oh, talking to me. Merry birthday. So, remember I was recruited by Alabama, but for some reason ended up in Nebraska before UK. Yep, that's true too. I mean, it's amazing how people make their ways back to Kentucky after not choosing Kentucky, and that's why Vince Murrell always keeps it. That's why he always keeps the line of communications open. That's why he always supports kids when they don't decide to go to Kentucky. He still shows them love and still supports them or whatever. And then at the end, when things don't go like they want to go somewhere else, then they end up coming all back home anyway. And then they end up coming and making some and having good careers when they do come back to Kentucky. So, that's going to be good. Nobody says Pope wants friends, recruits, dudes that are good, but will end up second round and come back for another year along with the few 5 stars. Yeah, and this now it's all about the mixture. It's all about the mixture there. Man, I'm so happy that you guys are with me tonight. I'm sorry, man. I'm seeing you guys coming in. Caden Lewis, that's the name I was looking for. Thank you so much, Sean. That's the name I should have wrote it down, but that's the name I was looking for. Now it's the predictions of Marino and a Caden Lewis. You never know. We could get both, and we could get Jasper, and maybe. And look, okay, so I'm a dreamer and I hope and I'm a hoper and whatever you want to say. I'm just not a hooper. You get the predictions of Marito and Lewis may be coming to Kentucky now, and then you get a surprise visit by Jasper. He just pops up and wants to visit Kentucky. If you want to just start putting dots together and start just dreaming a little bit, maybe these guys have been talking. Maybe things that we don't know about behind the scenes is really working now, and maybe we will actually end up with guys that maybe we thought was a goner. So let me see what put this right here. This is from Robert Hall. He says, I always support the guys who leave in case they come. Their parents see it on social media. Jordan Burke's mom sees what the fan base said when he left for Georgetown. Yeah, this is crucial, man. Thanks, Robert, for that comment. Like the way we treat these recruits or these guys who come to Kentucky and leave, or for whatever reason, the way we treat them is major, because social media is everywhere now. I mean, you don't have to look for stuff. This falls in you. It just falls on your phone, and parents are seeing this kind of stuff, and they're seeing how bad some of these kids or some of these young men and young women are getting treated because they decide to go somewhere else. We have to stop that, and we have to set the example. It's like we're a supportive fan base, and I know that's never going to be the case because we're too big, and it's always going to be a small. It's going to be always going to be a small percentage of fans who's just going to say what they're going to say. But I think for the majority of it, I think we as fans, we have to support those guys who decide that, I don't want to go to Kentucky right now. And maybe they'll come back. So, like I said, we never burn a bridge, because you never know. You never know when they might want to come back across it. And then if it's burned, they ain't never coming back across it. So we definitely got to keep that. We definitely got to keep that into mind too as well. So thanks, Robert. I appreciate that comment, because you're absolutely right. You are definitely spot on. AI knows what you exactly. Nobody said, oh yeah, the AI knows what that's it for real. And so we just, we just got to be, we just got to be open. We got to be supportive, and we hope that these guys come back. If they have a bad year, they don't get to play a whole lot. We just got to see what happens as well too. I think Jordan Burks is actually going to go to Georgetown, and I think he's actually going to be good. I really think he's going to be good for Georgetown. Georgetown's not the best team like they was back in the 90s, but I tell you what, I think Jordan Burks is going to go to Georgetown, and I think he's going to show why he should have got more playing time here at Kentucky. I think Cal squandered that as well too. So that's exactly what it is. Yep. So as you can see, I'm not the only one who feels like that. Robert feels that way. That's why Vince Merrill does so good recruiting. He always keeps a good relationships to everything, man. It really is. And that lasting impression that you make on somebody as a recruit, they remember that. I mean, I get it. These guys are 17, 18 years old, making hard decisions, and they're not always going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough decisions. So us as adults, people who should know better, we should, I wish you well. I don't know. I don't understand why you would choose so-and-so team over Kentucky, but hey, we wish you well, young man. And if you feel like that school's not for you, come on back to Kentucky, where we really play ball at. And I think that's the case, and I hope that's what happens for sure. Absolutely. Let me see something for 1 second. Okay. So the TBT tomorrow night against Carmen's crew. Wow, not good news for La Familia. Nate Sestina is going to be out. Did someone actually find out what was actually wrong with him? I didn't actually see what happened to him or actually what was going on, but I just saw that he wasn't going to be playing. And man, he had a big impact against Louisville. Maybe he outdid himself, and there's nothing else in the tank, so he got to take a night off, because he was shooting on all cylinders against the Ville, which is when it mattered the most, to say the least. They really needed him that night, and he came through. So I really hate to see that that he's definitely not going to be playing in the ball game. So we have to figure out who's going to step up in his place and who's going to fill that role for making two or three extra threes, because we're going to need all hands on deck. Everyone's going to be needed for that ball game. I mean, we 2 games away from winning $1 million. I say it like I'm going to win $1 million because all I know is I couldn't believe how 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 hard I was cheering for that ball game. Like I was into it, like it was really like Kentucky's playing and it matters, and we gotta, what I'm saying, and we gotta win this ball game. Kentucky Kush, I see you got kicked out of TBT and Freedom Hall for being too loud. It had something to do with they was down 20. It was nasty. You actually got kicked out of the ball game for real, Kentucky Kush? Okay. Is he still digging all the spit out of his eyes? Hey, maybe that's what he's doing. Which is so disrespectful, man, to spit on somebody like that. Like he should be charged with something. A misdemeanor or something. In this day and time, you just can't spit on people, man. It's just too much out there, and you just got to be careful. And you definitely just can't go around just spitting on people as well, too. Kareem Cantor, yeah, and actually, Nate Sestina stepped up. But Kareem Cantor, he didn't have a great game. So hopefully we look for a ball game. Man, that's that's a memory you'll have it all your life. For I got kicked out of Freedom Hall. So that's something that you can have always. But Nate Sestina had a big game, but Kareem didn't have a big game. And Kareem's been leading with score for the whole tournament so far. So I hope with Nate not playing, I hope Cantor can actually step up and play like he's been playing. I mean, we talking about Cantor like he was actually a Kentucky player. That's how we talking about him. But he's in the blood and everything for being too loud. The 4 cops, really, 4 cops put you out of the game for being too loud. Chanted very nasty words. Oh wow, man. And I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I can't believe that they actually threw you out just because the Louisville fans were chatting some nasty words. That's so Louisville to act like that, man. Bring him in for a game. I wish. I'm pretty sure it's too late to bring on anybody new to the game. But for me, for that TBT game, for me, I would my thoughts about that game is I thought on the Mark Cousins, yeah, that would be good. For me, I thought Bledsoe tried to do too much. I thought, to me, Bledsoe was hurting them more. Now he didn't make the the game winning assist, so I give him that. But I think he had turnovers. He walked. He shot a really bad 3-pointer just to shoot the ball. And I like him. I've always liked Bledsoe. He's a really good ball player. But I think he just didn't make good decisions during that ball game. And I think he could have made better decisions with the ball, traveling, and all that kind of stuff. So, but I definitely look forward to seeing that. I definitely have a link. I'm going to go find that link to see so I can make sure that I can. I think the link on YouTube is O_ball _O. So O ball O. If you're not able to watch the ball game after the game is over, he actually posts the game with no commercials. So I'll compliment some nobody. I appreciate that. It was when we was up 20. I bet you was letting them have it, huh? Man, I bet you was letting them guys have it for real. Rondo loved it, absolutely, man. So I wish Rondo can get out there and play. He can still get out there and play ball a little bit. So I wish he could, but I think he wants to coach more than anything. But it's just good, man, to have some basketball this time of the year. Ain't much going on right now, so I definitely hope that our lawful media can bring it home and win $1 million, and hopefully they can break a brother off a little bit. I can use a couple of dollars. Let me get some of that, like Twins, Cantor, Willie, maybe James Young or Grady can make up us. I was, looking at James Young, like I can't believe how much weight he's picked up. Like, man, like he stopped playing ball and you just start eating good all the time and stop working out and and I guess maybe he's like a deep reserve guy now. But I mean, I've always liked him. I've always liked him as a left-hand shooter. He was always a baller in my eyes or whatever. So hopefully, yeah, like you said, Kentucky, O ball, oh, yep, that's it right there. So I think the Twins, Cantor, Willie, maybe James Young or Grady can. Grady didn't really have a whole lot to do that ball game. I haven't had a chance to actually watch Carmen's crew. I'm not sure what kind of big man they got in there, what kind of presence they have, but maybe this is a game that maybe Daniel Orton can actually get in and actually, yeah, look, we reading minds, nobody. Maybe Daniel Orton can get in there and actually get some bring home some desert sand. I probably, you know what? Probably not from here, because I don't want nothing. I don't want anything from here when I leave. I just want to go. That's for sure. But if I do, if I bring some sand home, Craig, I'll bring it to you, okay? I'll meet up with you and I'll give you a bag of sand from Kuwait, okay? Some of that desert sand. I should. Matter of fact, I live right across the street from from the beach and from the ocean. So I sat on my couch and I look out on the ocean and just wish I was 7,000 miles in a different direction. That's for sure. That's being happy, weight, and comfortable. Yes, it is. You know, ain't nothing wrong for a little weight. You know what I'm saying? We all pick up a little weight once in a while in our life, and we just got to get back in there and work it off. But I don't, it's pretty awesome. You are broadcasting from Kuwait. Yeah, this is for Craig. I've been I do post game shows too. So I did most of the basketball games, and the football season was pretty much over when I got here, except for the bowl game. But I did as many basketball games as I did. And I just kind of picked up everyone's here. These guys have supported me, and like I wasn't doing these type of shows. I was only doing post game shows. But I got a lot of people who truly support me on here just watching, and these guys basically have like you just go live as much as you can. So I'm trying to answer the call of what's being requested of me. But definitely when I get home, I talked about it last show. I'm definitely going to try to do a weekly, a daily show, either first thing in the morning or right at 12 o'clock. When the KSR goes off as well, too. Of course, that's a big show to follow. So, don't know, man. Don't know if I want to follow that. I know not everybody, pretty much, not everybody is sold on it, or not everybody likes them or whatever. But there's still a big show, and that would be a very hard show to follow. Because everybody's like, okay, So I see how that goes as well, too. But I'm. Hey, Mark, welcome to the show. I see you. But I definitely want to win this ball game, because I definitely want to win. I definitely want these guys to win $1 million. I want to see Tyler Eulis get out there and coach his butt off, and let's win some ball games. If you need a partner, I'm set up to broadcast. Okay. Craig will hit me up hit me up in the comments. Matter of fact, hey guys, tonight I was supposed to admit that, but I'm taking phone calls tonight. So if you want to make a phone call, if you want to call in tonight, yes sir. What is this at right here? 1 second, guys. If you can call in, if you want to call in with your thoughts, what's this right saying? Just no cussing, please. I don't do cussing on my shows. This is a family show. I like to say that we are at a JC Wilder is that even? I didn't see that comment. If you want to call in tonight to the show, please call in at 270-220-0994 for make the phone call probably about 2 minutes or so, and just let me know what you think about UK basketball, football, whatever you want to talk about. This is a Thursday night show, and it's a little bit longer than my Tuesday night show, so it gives me the opportunity to actually take phone calls. So please get your phone calls in. Let's hear what you got to say about Kentucky. You guys don't want to hear me. Hoptown is in the house. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you. I see you. Absolutely. You're not going to streak by without me giving you a shout out. Absolutely. I see it. So see it. Make sure. Hey, Clint Hardy. Thanks you for joining in. UK's in the house tonight. Absolutely. Man, I love all you guys. Don't forget, man, call in right now. Let's get some calls. I want to hear what's on your mind. Let's talk Kentucky. I want to see what you guys think about what's going on with football, baseball, basketball. And we got a lot of individuals from Kentucky alumni that's in the Olympics this year. I think we got a record. I think it is, if I'm correct on that. But yeah, 30 days till football time in the Bluegrass. We are getting ready to kick off soon. There's a video floating around out there. The Vandy group threw the ball pretty much to the end of the world to Brown, and it was right on target. So let's see what we can do out there, man. Football's definitely got to come up this year, and we definitely got to come. So once again, get your phone calls in at 2. Don't be shy, guys. No, I ain't gonna bite. No, I'm gonna let you talk. Absolutely, good to be here. Don't get on often as I like. Hey, well, anytime you're able to get on, Thomas, I appreciate it always. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, JC. I see you in the house as well too. Good to see you. Um, we got some decent news in recruiting, JC. But I know you got the info on that too as well. So look forward to seeing you guys' call. Don't be ashamed. Don't be shy. I don't have the best setup for phone calls, so when I get home back to the States, then I definitely make sure that I take time out to get all that set up properly the way that it's supposed to be. So right now I'm doing the best that I can, but I realized that if I hold the phone in the right angle, I think it's 26 in the Olympics. We got a lot of people in the Olympics. Any birthdays, anniversaries, or special occasions, please let me know. I haven't saw Mike Dow just yet, but if you guys see him, I think him and his wife, I don't want to mess up her name. I think it's Gina. My apologies if it's not Gina, but I think it is. Those guys are celebrating 26 years of marriage. So in this day and time, that's good. That is really, really good. Third game after putting a beat down on South Carolina for the last 2 years. Man, we got to get some wins this year, man. For real. They saying that Ole Miss is going to be is better than Alabama this year in football. I'm holding out hope that if we got between Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Texas, I think we beat Ole Miss. I think we go into Ole Miss and I think we come out with a W. I'm going to stick to that until the game is played and over. I just believe that we can really, really get it done for sure. I don't know. I don't do woke either. They got dudes boxing girls. Clint, happy birthday to your mom, man. What's her name, man? 65 years old. Absolutely. Hey, man, this is one thing I wanted to do on my show, man, is just give as many shout outs as I can. Don't like talking on the phone. That's okay. Somebody out there like talking on the phone. Somebody can call in. Absolutely. And I'll be glad to take the phone call as well, too, if you call in. So happy birthday to Clint's mom, 65 years old, 65 years young. Hope you have an amazing day today, and happy birthday to you for real. Put your phone number on one of the screen corners. You know what? I might actually do that instead of having it roll across the screen. So, Craig, good suggestion. Okay, absolutely. Matter of fact, Craig, you can text this number too. This is also a text number. You can also text me at this number too, 270-220-0994. Craig, if you never text me before, please text me, okay? And just let me know that it's you, and you and we can talk, okay? I don't do woke either. So I'm watching the Olympics. What's going on right here? So what am I missing? J.C. Wilder, does Jasper want big bag or a lot of playing time? Both. Probably so. Yeah, he probably wants. But, I mean, I think it has to be a point. I mean, first of all, okay, sure will. Okay, so like first of all, I think it's got to be a point where it's got to be like, you know what? I understand Mark Pope's system. I know he's not heavy on minutes for really, probably both. Probably for he's not going to just be like, I'm going to give you 25 minutes of ball game. I don't think that's his style, and I hope that's not that's probably a turnoff to some of the kids. So thought I had my ring off, so got a phone call. Hey, good evening. You on the phone with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Who are we talking to?
Greg Lanson in Frankfort, Kentucky.
Hey, how you doing today, man?
Doing like just sitting on the front porch watching it rain.
Okay. Well, I don't get much rain over here. So when it rains over here, it rains dirt. Yeah.
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 A huge UK fan here, but with UK fans, what do you think about? Do you think the fans will want to win now, or will they be patient with Mark Pope and give him a season or two to really get it rolling?
That's actually a solid question, man. And that is something that, when he first got hired, that is something that for myself, I was wondering, is, him being an alumni, him being the captain, him winning the national championship, is this going to be a time, and is this going to be a time where he gets that grace period where, okay, we're excited about you being here. We know that the recruiting's got to take some time, so we'll give you 1 or 2 years to kind of get things 2 to 3 years, Mac, to get things rolling. But then we're gonna start, what we're gonna start seeing. But I think with the way that he's promoting the team, I think with the way that he is with the mission for the team is that we want to hang banner number 9 this year. I think the high expectations of the fan base is, yes, let's go win in year 1 up under Coach Pope. But I hope that people are answered the question right now. So it looks like people want to be patient with the process, and they definitely want to just see how this actually all unfolds. But for me, I'm going to be patient. But I think we got a team in here with leadership, with experience, and I just want to see really what kind of run these guys can actually make.
And I'm looking forward to the finally. I mean, I love John Calipari, did great, but it just killed my soul when he would not give the SEC tournament any thought, really. He didn't care if we played well or not going into the NCAA tournament. And I hope Pope, he targets that. He said he would. And we go in it to win it instead of just to play a game and then go home for a few days.
For me, I want to win. I want to win that tournament. First of all, I want to win the regular season. I think we're past due for the regular season. I want to win the regular seasons, and I want to win the tournament too as well. I think if you can go in as a hot team who just won the tournament, you take that into March. Which speaking of March, the new way too early came out. They gave us a number 6 seed and the number 1 seed of Kansas. So I want to win both, and I really hope that that we can find a way to get that done this year.
Well, it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
I'm just cannot wait.
I'm thrilled. And thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you calling, okay?
Sure thing. I'll text you later.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. It's just that easy, guys. Who's my next caller? Let's go, guys. That was a good question, though, man. That was a good question. Will the fan base be patient, or does a fan base really, really want? Does a fan base really, really want? Are we going to just go all out in year 1? Is it all or nothing in year 1 for you as a fan? So, leave your comments as far as what you think about that. If the fan base really wants, they won't be patient, and they want a championship in year 1. Is that being real unrealistic? Maybe. But I think with the hype behind it, with the players, everyone understands the mission, the experience we got. I don't see why we can't make a run and see what happens as well, too. So, yeah, we just have to see how I think this team goes to the Final Four. Well, but that's just it, Carl. If they don't, like if they don't go to the Final Four, is that a letdown? If they don't get out of the first weekend, is that a letdown? Is that a disappointment? And does Mark Pope will he catch a lot of heat over that? But I'm looking for it. I'm very positive. I don't see why we can't put together a run in March and make it out of the first weekend and still make some noise. For me, I think if we can make it to the Elite 8, I think I'll be satisfied in year 1 up under Coach Pope. It's always the goal is to win a banner. So don't get it twisted. I want to win that banner. But if we can go in year 1, and that's good for the recruits. Recruits can say, okay, in year 1, he got these guys to what's the name? And he, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's in. Want to win. Oh, we want to win everything, man. For real. Don't get me wrong. I want to win the championship. I want to hang banner number 9. But even if we can find a way to make it to the Elite 8 and we lose, I can be okay with that. Considering the past of where we was at, the last few years, and we can't even make it out of the first weekend, I take an Elite 8. I take that for sure. That's it. Every sport, SEC, NCAA. Absolutely. The only way I'm gonna let down this year if we don't make it to Sunday of the SEC tournament and at least second round. Nobody. I think a lot of people kind of feel that way too. Just make it to Sunday, at least. Don't get beat in the first game, and don't lose to a Vandy. Don't let a Vandy knock you out for sure. And make it past the first weekend. for me, I think that's a big thing right there. That I think a lot of fan bases will actually be looking at. Hey, Jimmy, I didn't see you earlier, but welcome to the show. If you're still here with us, thanks for joining us. Trying to make sure I didn't 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐜𝐬𝐢𝐿, thank you. I got you. I think he will if we don't make it to at least the second round. I mean, it's going to be tough, man. I mean, all eyes are going to be on him, and all eyes are going to be seeing what what we're going to be doing. National champions, thanks for joining in. He says Sweet 16 is a successful season. Anything more is icing on the cake. It's year one. See, I mean, so and beat Arkansas at Rupp, absolutely, and don't lose any games at home. For me, don't lose. Look at this. I mean, everything's coming out, man. Everyone's coming up with letting everyone's gonna let you know, like these are my expectations, and let me just write it down and let me just read to you, okay? Let me just read to you what my expectations is, and don't do this and don't do that. Not sure we can get the 5-star player. Maybe we can pay for a couple. Roger Robinson, thanks so much for joining in. I see you. Thanks for your comments. I don't know, man. Roger, if you just joining, Jasper taking a surprise visit. It was something that was written about maybe Marino and Lewis maybe could be leaning towards Kentucky now more than they was before. So, I mean, so you got a surprise visit. You got these two guys that may be coming. So you never know, man. I mean, things could be working special behind the background. But I still think when it comes to recruiting, you're one the success of where we go, especially recruiting for Coach Pope, is all about how he does in year one at Kentucky. Because Kentucky is going to speak for itself as a name, but Coach Pope is going to be here for a while. So I want to play for somebody who's going to win. And I think if Coach Pope can get us there, some say the Sweet 16. For me, I like to go to the Elite Eight. I like to be one of the last 8 teams in it and give us a chance to at least make it to the Final Four. To me, that would be a very successful year. And I can live with that. Lewis is the package deal with Marino. See, so I mean, there you have it. And if those guys are going to come together, and then maybe Jasper will come in, and then you got Garrison coming back next year. You got Trent coming back next year. You got Noah coming back next year. You maybe have Chandler coming back next year. Kentucky is just like Kentucky we're gonna have a squad, and we still need another big man, but besides Weston, because we're losing so many people. But I still think next year is setting up to hopefully be a successful year or two in the terms of recruiting, because I think that right there will be very, very interesting as well too. So I'm sick of the 5-star players. Let them go with Cal. Let's take 4-star players and turn them into real. And a lot of people feel that way, Harold. A lot of people feel that way, like it is what it is. And for me, I said this before too as well. Like I'm not, because the transfer portal offers so many quality players, and there's still some good players out there who got stuff. The 4-star players, even the 3-star players, those guys still feel like that they got something to prove. And if they get the opportunity, those guys can be some of the best players out there on the floor, just because the stuff wasn't given to them. They had to go out there and they had to earn everything they got, and it just means a whole lot more to them. So even if we don't land a bunch of 5-star players, for me, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I know people want to keep Marino in state. People want to keep Jasper in state, and I get all that. But if we don't get them, like we're gonna go out, we're gonna get some guys who's already played basketball before, who's already got proven track records. And for me, that's always going to be better, because I mean these 5-star guys, they only going to be here for 1 year. They not. A lot of them, their pride says, well, I played basketball with so-and-so. He's a 5-star player, and now they all gone. I'm not coming back to college to look like I don't know how to play basketball. I'm going to leave whether I'm ready or not, just because my pride won't. My pride will not allow me to sit back and and stay another year. And they all in the NBA. So we gotta get the right people in here. And I think the people that come in here to really want to play at Kentucky makes Kentucky that much better. We got to get used to coach that actually has a system and recruits based on analytic numbers. And that's what Pope is. And, hopefully that can appease that kind of talk with analytics and all that kind of stuff, that will appease the right person. Because not everybody wants to see all that. Just give me the ball, let me shoot it. No, this is an art. There's something to this. These numbers mean something. It's been proven they move something. So listen to me while I'm trying to coach you and while I'm trying to teach you and when I'm trying to show you what's going on. Hey, Clint, we talked about the 𝐻𝐈𝐍𝐊. I don't really know what the injury is or what's going on. Someone said maybe he's still cleaning the spit out of his eyes from the Louisville the Louisville player that spit on him. So I'm not really sure what really is wrong with him. So if you know what's wrong with him, please let us know. So it is what it is about the 5-star players. If we get a few and they want to come in here and they want to play within the system and don't feel like that it's about them, but it's about the name on the jersey and it's about the school where they at, fine. Let them come in here. Let them get acclimated to the team ball, what Coach Pope is trying to do. But if you coming in here and day one, how many minutes you gonna give me? You gonna give me 25, 26 minutes of ball game? How many shots do I get? We don't want you here. Like we've had that here before. We're moving in a new direction now, and we're not going back. We're not going to go back to that. We're just not. So let's see what happens, and let's see how Coach Pope can actually get this thing, and let's get it rolling. Yeah, give Cal's last 10 years worth of classes, and we passed UCLA. Man, if Coach Pope had those classes, no telling what could have happened, man. For real. They said it was a family issue on the news, Mike. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much. And that's you're talking about for Sestina, correct, Carl? Pope and the team, Big Mike. Sean, Coach Pope needs 4 stars with a majority of talented veterans. This is all about putting together the right pieces, not having too many young guys, having some guys that are older that are willing to take these young guys up under who they are and actually grind, and mold them and show them how to play basketball. And these younger guys being available and being like, don't just be there in the moment, be there and ready to learn. So I think that's a big thing right there. And I think it's got to be a mixture of all of that. And I think, like I said, I'm not cool. I'm not. I'm now. If you're talking about a generational player for a 5-star, yes, that's the kind of players you want to go out and get. You don't want to miss on those. But if it's just, I'm a 5-star player, I'm a decent player, blah blah blah. If you don't get them, it's okay because I know I can go out and get a seasoned vet who plays your position and probably plays it a lot better too as well. So we're gonna be pretty good as well. So I don't know, BBN has ever been this united, excited for a new coach, and that's good. And like I said, you want the fan base. Thanks, nobody. So you want the fan base as united as possible because we are a strong front. We have a lot of people that cheer for Kentucky. And if we can, of course, there's going to be some people who you just, no matter what happens, they're never going to be happy. But I think if the BBN can really rally behind Coach Pope like they've been doing, even if things start looking kind of bleak a little bit, we still stay behind them. We still support him. We still know that we're there for him or whatever. And we're going to see him through this this grace period of him building his team and everything that he wants Kentucky to be while he's coaching here at UK. And I think that's the big thing right there. So I do believe this time goes by. Right here, Clint. Let me see what he says. Clint says, I do believe as time goes by, the mix of veterans and freshmen will even out. The next probably 2 seasons will be veteran dominant, transfer portal dominant. That could happen. Yeah, absolutely. I still think Pope wants Jasper. I think he still wants the other guys as well too. So we just have to see how that all turns out, and it's all about fitting the pieces in the right in the right places. But I definitely agree with you right there on that, Clint. Absolutely. A whole lot of laziness with Coach Calipari. Think about it. The top 5. Think about it. The top 5 players in the NBA Summer League were Reed Sheppard at number 1 and Rob Dillingham number 5, but couldn't start at Kentucky. That's one of those things that just make you do this, make you just scratch your head. You know what I'm saying? I agree. It just makes you be like, I don't really understand how that didn't change. So I agree, shot glass, but these seniors will help our freshmen now have a hopefully. I think about it. Yep. So it's all about the older guys helping out the younger guys and bringing them in. And even when you listen to Chandler, when you listen to Perry, when you listen to Noah, they always talk about how much these guys are how they sitting back and learning from the older guys. But you have as a young player or any player, you have to be willing to receive what is being given to you. If you have up this fence, I'm already just good, like you don't need to teach me anything, I'm already good, then you're no good. Then you're nothing but a problem. And I think with guys that come in and want to learn and want to listen and want to understand the game of basketball more at this level, then that's when that's when the maturity kicks in, and I think that's when we can actually really have teams that can really gel and that can really build up our young guys. And I think that's why the seniors are so important, especially in year one up under Coach Pope. Can we make it happen? And I really hope so for sure. James Charles, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Time to move on past Cal. Good. So for Cal, promise miss the players regardless of winning. There is what's the name? So so I'm one person that has definitely moved on from Calipari. He's gone, and I try to talk about him as least as I can until we play in Arkansas, and then that's when we will. Then that's when the conversations will be heavy Cal as well, just kind of coming back as well. So yes, can he promise minutes to Wagner, to all those guys? But it's a new sheriff in town now. It's a new pope. It's a new pope in town now. And we believe in him, Clint. We would have made it past the first round, I think. We would have, I think so. Yeah. But we definitely got to do that. So we don't know what Pope can do. Not yet sure why the Final Four talk. So Roger says we don't know what Roger, thanks for joining in. I know I already mentioned you once before, but I just want to mention that my show is one of those shows where you might have an unpopular, a very unpopular a very unpopular thought about something, but you can feel free in the Loyal BBN Fan Show to say what's on your mind. Absolutely, and I think this right here. Let me see if I can find it. Can I do this right here? Right here. So, what do you guys think about this comment by Roger? We don't know what Pope can do yet. Yet not sure why the Final Four talk. How do you guys feel about that comment? Like I said, if you're watching the show, you can, what I'm saying, you can actually you can say what's on your mind, and we'll talk about it as a family, because this is a family show. This is big one. I call it a big family reunion, and we just come and we just hang out and we just have conversations together. So, okay, that's actually a really good question right there. Let me make sure I can do it right here. Another question for you guys from Clint. The real question is how Coach Pope will react and make adjustments once teams figure out this year's basketball team. This is when the real fun begins. I think, between him being so smart, him and Coach Fugger, I think these guys are going to make the necessary adjustments when teams understand what they're doing and when they're running something. I really feel like that these guys are going to make the adjustments. Thanks, Clint, for that question right there. I appreciate it. I think the necessary adjustments will be. Hey, Vanny Chris, welcome to the show. I appreciate you joining, man. I really think that the real thing is going to be making the adjustments at halftime or making in-game adjustments during the ball game. When we see something, calling timeout and, making sure that we can adjust to it, making sure that we can do something different so we don't get stagnant on offense for sure. I definitely believe that Pope would do his homework and prepare his teams for Duke or Arkansas or whatever the game may be. Oh, homework is going to be done this year. It ain't going to be we're playing Oakland. Let's don't study. Let's don't worry about what they can do. Let's just whatever. Bad mistake. And I think this year he's going to purposely study people, study our opponents, and we're going to be ready. We're going to be locked in. I don't think we go into any game this year surprised about what they're doing and not being able to be ready to still win that ball game no matter what's being thrown at us. it's just going to be things different this year, and I'm excited for sure. Hey, Clyde, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Coach Pope is going to make things happen, and that's our coach, and this is exactly what we're going to continue to believe in, and I think in year one, Coach Pope is definitely going to get it done for sure. Do you think we would get a better whistle from referees? That's a good. I never thought about that before. Maybe so. I don't think some of these officials know. They don't know Coach Pope yet. He doesn't seem like he's the kind that's going to be on the sideline yelling. Looks like he's going to be very calm with what he does. And I think hopefully that kind of reflects on how the referees kind of have a very easy whistle on Coach Pope. But we have to see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we can go watch film of BYU and everything, but until you really, really get to watch him really in game and really get to focus on Coach and what he really does, we'll be able to see really how he really conducts himself in a very stressful situation. Because it's going to be some stressful situations. It's going to be some games when we down, and we're going to see how he reacts. And does he do it on purpose just to get the team fired up? Does he really fight for his guys when it's a bad call? All of that is all of this is going to be new, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this all unfolds. Better whistle. We're gonna get a better whistle though. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't think Coach Pope has made a negative name for himself just yet. So hopefully, he's the new coach in town. Hopefully he can get some of those whistles as well too. Intensity of practice for Pope's first year team in the summer exceeds regular season, postseason practices. So things are moving in the right direction, and that's what makes me happy about being able to get ready for this year. Makes me get ready to actually watch these guys get on the court, and I cannot wait to play some college basketball for sure. This is Kentucky. Why haven't y'all done your homework the day Pope was hired? You all should have been watching the game film on him for real. But the game film, someone says nobody or you somebody. The thing about Coach Pope is even in the film even in the videos that you watch, he's always calm. Like I don't know. Like for me, I watched a little bit. So some of you guys probably watch a ton of his tapes or whatever from coaching at BYU. But every time I see him coach, he's always looking calm. Like he's always knows that we're ready for the next scenario. We're ready to pull ourselves out of the next situation to be better. And I think that's really, really good for sure. So look, all eyes are going to be on Kentucky this year. All eyes are going to be on Coach Pope this year. It just is, and I know it's going to be on Arkansas too as well too. But a lot of eyes are going to be on Kentucky, and people really want to see, was this a smart hire by Mitch Barnhart to bring in an alumni guy, Coach Pope, to actually be the head coach, and is this job going to be too big for him at the end of the day? So I look forward to that too as well. Pope has been called an offensive genius, and I think that's why we win a lot of games this year, for that right there. No low blows at Cal, just the truth. I've said it for a while. This team will be a mixture of 95 and 96. UK basketball, Showtime, LA Lakers, and bad boys at Detroit Pistons under 2024 rules. I hope so. I hope these guys are ready to lock in. Sorry about that, guys. I really think that they'll be locked in and ready to go for sure. He has channeled Patino in his coaching. I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome of this. And, how can you not be excited about Kentucky basketball? A new era, new players, older players. We've been wanting that for a long time, and now we finally got it. And I think everyone is ready to go. I'm excited about football, but I wish we only had 2 games in football this year so we can get on with the business of the day, and let's play some hoops at Kentucky. Craig says Pope can lean on Patino. That will help him navigate UK fandom. We'll see how that all goes. I'm with Pope when times get hard. I am too. I'm sold on Pope, and I'm looking forward to see everything that comes with him this year. And when and Brooks, I mean, we got some good people on the team that's surrounding Coach Pope this year. That I think they all want success, and they all understand that I'm coaching at one of the biggest programs in college basketball, and I get this opportunity to come to Kentucky to coach. I'm gonna make the best of it, and I think these guys are gonna give everything they got. And I think the way that everything is broken down for coaches, I don't think any one person would be that overly worked, and they'll be able to focus on whatever job they really have to do. And I think that's better for the team overall and better for the coaches. And I think that would translate into more wins because now we can all the coaches can do what they've been brought to Kentucky to do, and that's to put together the best game plan that can go out and win ball games. Um, let's see. Clint says I was highly skeptical at first. Coach Pope won the press conference, one hiring staff, one with the transfer portal, one on NIL, and one with the summer practice. Most exciting team since 2017. Well, and we're gonna see exactly what happened for sure. Um, let's see, what is this? Nobody says I didn't. Mitch is killing it with Stoops, Migion, and Pope. Don't forget about Brooks and Brooks. Oh, okay. So Carl. So that's what that was. I was wondering what that was coming from. Absolutely, yeah. Don't forget about Brooks. Brooks is over there killing it too with the women's team as well too. Um, these times is as hard as it'll get under Pope, and it's good. So, Pope is going to be good, man. I really. But two of our ladies got hurt in practice. It said on news last night. I think yes, two. I know one of them. I think one of them came from Virginia. I think she's a sophomore this year. She got hurt. She was supposed to be really good as well too. So yeah, it was actually it was two of them who actually got hurt as well. Pope is very calm and methodical in his thinking. It seems very different than me at times. Mitch lives in Frankfurt too. We got it all here for real. Uh, it's gonna be a fun year for sure, guys. It's gonna be. Let's see whatever comments. Yeah. Do we have any last minute phone calls? Anyone want to call in? Don't be shy. It's 270-220-0994. Call in and leave, and let's talk. Let's talk UK. I want to hear your thoughts as well too. I want no assistance from Patino. He gave us the finger last time. He was in Rupp Arena, and he invested in okay. I'm not sure. My wife couldn't remember Nate Sestina. I told her he's the first guy Cal got from the transfer portal. Cal shouldn't have that young teen excuse. He said, "Oh yeah, I remember him now." Yeah, he was an old dude. I think him and Cal used to have they used to have conversations as well. That was just coach talk about the SEC tournament. Um, hit the notifications bell. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, first time watching, subscribing will really help the channel. Also, hit the like button. I really would love that as well too, and I would appreciate it when women remember Nate because he is nice looking. Okay, cool. And he was older. He was well, maybe um, Travis, Reed Travis. Uh, they used to have conversations too. He was an old dude too, as well. So this transfer portal is bringing in some different people for sure. It's exciting, and Kentucky basketball is back, man. It is, and I know we still got to go out and play basketball games, but just the excitement of what people are feeling, like people cannot wait to just get out on the floor and see these guys play. I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really fun. Um, it's going to be really fun for sure as well. So I definitely look forward to that as well. Hey, thanks, Clint. Some of you guys really help promote my channel, man, and I really appreciate the word of mouth that you guys give. It means a lot to me as well. Thank you guys always for wanting people to like and subscribe and putting that out there for me. It definitely means a great deal to me as well when I look over and I see it as well. Um, don't like talking on the phone. Shot glass, I understand. Do you like good pizza? I love good pizza. Good pizza is good. I just don't like pineapple. Does anybody eat pineapples on their pizza in here? Because if you do, we can't be friends, okay? If Britt, welcome to the show. Oh, Britt, hey, you get my first X for the night. So thank you. You're the first X for the night. And I just want to say thank you and go Cats. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in, Britt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's NIL. It's obvious Coach Rick Pitino has been rejuvenated at St. John's. He's still coaching, man. He's still out there doing his thing. He's still out there making a run, that's for sure. Pineapple isn't pizza. No, it's not. Pineapple is not pizza. No, I don't know who it is, man. So I you guys remember the story about a month and a half ago when I told you guys I sell a lot of pizza with pineapple. A lot of people like pineapple, man. Oh yeah. A lot of people like pineapple. Pineapple isn't pizza. People like pineapple on pizza, man. I don't think pizza should be sweet. Nothing about pizza should say I'm sweet. It you just no fruit on my pizza. You can have it. I don't want no fruit on my pizza. Put the pineapple to the side. Now, unless you're giving me a pineapple turnover cake or just a pineapple, you can leave all that off of it. I don't need all the fruit. Come on, man. I love me some pineapple on pizza. Man, I can't do it. I did try it once before and it was just sweet and it felt odd. So yes, this world's all kind of retarded for sure. Pineapple and everything. So you guys remember the story I told you guys about the rats here. I was walking through the alley. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do a long walk. So I cut through an alley and I was just on my phone and I was walking and man, the rats that just came out by my feet. I mean, it happened so fast. I didn't have a chance to even react. And they just went on about their business. They just kept walking like we just eating. Don't never mind us. So that was pretty funny. And I thought about you guys. Pizza, yes, not with pineapple. I can't do that. That's for sure. I love pineapples, but it's by itself. Yeah, you can't do pineapple on pizza. That's for sure. Sweet and savory, for real. I like bacon on my pizza. You could put bacon on my pizza. Bacon makes everything better. Uh, I can't do that over here, but you can't get no bacon on no pizzas over here. You can't get bacon nowhere unless you're on base. Yes. Rats in Q8. I figured that place was no. I know. It's not. Not by a long shot. No. Can you interview anyone on La Familia TBT? I wish I could. I actually reached out to a couple of players this week. I haven't heard anything back just yet. That would be really cool if I could though. Um, I think I would want to interview one of the Harrison twins. I think I want to interview maybe Andrew. I think that's who I know. Aaron hits the big what's the name? Oh no, chitlins. That's big intestines, right? Yeah, you can't have none of that over here. Ain't none of that pork going on over here. That's for sure. Reach out to those players maybe after the games and feel it. Yeah, I mean, I go on Twitter. I see that because a lot of them, like a lot of guys, like they would have that feature blocked of where you can inbox them. You know what I'm saying? So I have in the past, since they don't allow people to inbox them, I have actually just maybe commented up under something that they posted. I kind of feel uncomfortable doing that because I don't want to put anybody on the spot. For me, I would like to do it more personal, more discreet, and then just kind of see if they will be interested instead of just kind of just, hey man, you want to be on my show in front of everybody. So because of that, a lot of them do not have they do not allow people to contact them. So it's kind of one of those things. So all the pictures we see in Q8, it's like gold covered streets. Well, don't believe everything you see. Now there's some nice parts here. But overall, I mean, it's trashy. Yeah, it's they throw a lot of trash on the ground here, a lot of trash. I was riding down the road today, and this guy, I guess he ran out of cigarettes, and he just took a cigarettes pack and just threw it out the window. If they're sitting, if they're parked, they'll just take their trash and they'll just throw it out the window. They'll take the whole thing of cigarette butts and they'll just throw it out the window. They'll take the soda cans, throw it out the window. Like it's trash cans are running over. Rats are everywhere. Yeah, rats are really bad here. You can keep the chitlins, but I would take some ribs. Absolutely. Hey, Britt, I'm actually working in Kuwait right now. It is now, it's now 3:18 a.m. in the morning. So Yes, I get up for this. I get up to do this because I have a lot of people on here who enjoy having me come on, and if those guys can take time out of their busy days, then I can roll out of bed and I can do this. So yes, any decent beef ribs restaurant. Oh, you can get some beef. You get a lot of beefs. Um, you get a lot of lamb chops. Lamb chops is really really popular over here, so you can get that, and also the pricing of it is not bad too. So 8 p.m. in Kentucky, yeah, it is in Eastern Standard 8 p. Yeah, so but I actually live in Tennessee. That's where my family's at. Those guys are back in Tennessee and everything. So um, it'd be nice when I actually go home this time as well too. I look forward to that. How much time would you get in jail for getting caught with a pack of bacon? so, uh, so I got bacon in my refrigerator. So whenever I buy bacon, I always buy it on Friday mornings because on Friday mornings is like our Sunday because it's when they go to church. It's when they pray and all that kind of stuff. So Friday is their Sabbath, I guess you could say. But it's not a lot of traffic out there at all. So if you want to go driving, just want to drive around the country and no bad traffic, Sunday mornings is the time to go do it. So when I like tomorrow, in a few hours, I gotta go back to the what's the name? I gotta go back to the store, but not to buy pork. We got a call, guys. Well, he hung up. So sorry about that, Jimmy. You can call back. But yeah, I mean, I'm like I you would probably go to jail, probably get a bad fine, and they may actually pull your visa and actually tell you to go back or actually make you go back to your country. So um, they're doing that. They're doing a lot of that right now. That they're doing a lot of rounding up of people, and when they when they arrest you over here, they don't handcuff you. They just tell you to get in. They just tell you, nope, you're going to jail. Go get in the car. They just tell you to go get in the car, and they don't even shut the door. They just tell you to go get in the car. So that's pretty funny. Oh no, Big Mike about to get raided for his Friday morning fresh bacon in the freezer. so uh it's frozen or whatever, and I fixed it a little bit, but it's good. So I really really enjoy it. That's for sure. Do you have a UK license plates on your car in Tennessee? I do not have a because every when I get home, I looked it up, and I don't think that my loyal BBN fan or whatever is not being used by anybody. So that's going to be the one that I get. So I'm definitely going to get that when I get back. I've been looking it up, and I don't think it's being used by anybody. So I'm definitely going to upgrade to that as well too. But I get because I'm a disabled veteran, I actually get free plates, and I like free. So I think if I get UK plates, custom plates, I have to pay for it. So I've just got to see how that goes out and everything. That's for sure. Oh, that was my wife calling too. So I'll call her back when this show is over and stuff like that. Yeah. Have you ever sung Rocky? No, I have not ever sung. Look, I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Franklin, Kentucky, Simpson County, right next to Bowling Green, right down on the Tennessee line. I bleed blue forever. This is what we do. My Wildcats is everything to me. I'm loyal all the way, every day, 365, 24 hours a day. Absolutely. That's my boys, and I'm riding Rocky Tops. Nope. I don't even know the words to it. I turn it off when I hear it. I don't need to hear it. I'm Brandon Watch right now. Hey, Brandon, it's good to see you on. Thank you so much. Um, hope you never volunteer. I volunteer with my church. That's who I volunteer with. Other than that, I don't volunteer with anybody. I don't volunteer with anything there. So yeah, Hey, I missed the call, Jimmy. Uh, I saw it was you calling, but I missed the phone call. Sing my old Kentucky home for man. I'm such a horrible singer. My wife told me if I ever sing again, she's gonna divorce me. Dude. I'm well. And here's the thing, also, Kent. I'm not a just overall, just in general, Kent. This is for you. I'm not a music lover. Like I listen to music in the car, but like when I get out of the car, like I don't really listen. I'm not like I don't know who sings songs. Like I know a song if I actually hear it. Okay, I know that song right there. But as far as knowing who sings it, knowing the words to it, when it comes to music, I am the worst person to music. I watch movies for sure. You're living with the enemy, living in Tennessee, absolutely. Uh, yeah. I mean, that's a good question. What state is everyone from? That I think a lot of I mean, you'd be surprised. Like it's a lot of people who actually come on, little boys, 2 men. Come on. See, I mean, now when it comes to like those guys, I grew up on them, so I know them a little bit. But I mean, but still, when it comes to like I don't go home and listen to music if I'm cleaning, but I have a maid that cleans my apartment. So so I don't really she cleans every Sunday. So when I come home, the apartment's clean and like stuff like that, so I don't have to worry about that. I just kind of tidy up and just kind of do what I do. But I'm just not a big music guy at all. That's for sure. Oh, he missed it. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm also on Instagram as well too. If you have Instagram, loyal BBN fan. If you're on TikTok, I'm on TikTok too as well. For those of you who still use Facebook, I'm on Facebook as well too. So I'm just trying to get my name out there, guys. I am just trying to work it as much as I can. I always like seeing Happy Chandler sing my hold my home. So yeah, I can't dance like I can't do anything as I can't do any of that when it comes to music and dancing. I'm not good whatsoever. You a gay shoe, Mr. Fancy made. Well, the company pays. Trust me, if I had to pay for a maid, I wouldn't pay for a maid. No, I wouldn't. So, so I'm definitely taking advantage of the free gas I get. I'm out here driving in my car. So since I get free gas, so I think we get like an oil change like every 5,000 miles, every 5,000 kilometers. I I got 1,400 kilometers left, and I'm not due for oil change in December until December. Just let that let that set in for how much I drive. Yeah, I use Facebook and X. No Chinese TikTok for me. So Greg, if you want both of those, look me up at the Loyal BBN Fan as well. That's the name that I'm on too. Tennessee is 20 years behind Kentucky, so Tubby Smith is still coaching UK down south for real. It's not coming through. I'm not sure why. Call now, Jimmy, okay? And I got my phone in. The last person I see that called was my wife. So call me again. The phone is open, and I should be able to answer the phone right here. I got it right here, okay? I hate autocorrect. Oh man, it's so bad, dude. Autocorrect is bad. And especially if I'll become a good person to edit after the fact that I sent it. So let me see if I can get this phone call. I'm not, it's yeah, let's see if he can call back in. No, but you know what, man? You see Maseratis around here and they dirty, they dusty, they just like whatever. I mean, there's a Porsche that I park by sometimes in my parking lot, and it's dirty. It's been sitting there. Nobody's driving it. It's just sitting there in the dirt. And I'm like, okay, give me the Porsche then if you guys don't want to drive it. But I mean, you see a little bit of everything over here. The Maseratis is just everywhere. People are driving it. So you can always tell who's um so you can always tell who's driving what type of car. If you see a big SUV, 9 times out of 10, it's a man driving it. If you see a Porsche, a Mercedes, a Lexus, anything like that, most 9 times out of 10, it's a lady driving it. So you can always tell who's driving it. So if you see a crazy driver, you could be like, she's driving crazy. Or if you see an SUV, he's driving crazy or whatever. So Mopar and no car. Mokar or no car. I'm not sure what that means. Can you let me know what that means? Um, Someone should let you do a test drive. In Abu Dhabi, I mentioned this before. Abu Dhabi is on the other side of Dubai. I'm gonna be going back there. I was gonna go this month again, just for the weekend, because it's like an hour and 10-minute flight to Dubai. I was gonna go back there. I was gonna go. I hate to use the word settle, but I was gonna settle for just going back to Dubai just to hang out. Um, but in Abu Dhabi, they have Ferrari World, and you can actually take a Ferrari out for, I think, for an hour. I think it costs $1,200 to drive a Ferrari for 1 hour, and you get to get out on the highway and run it. Never will I pay that much money to drive a Ferrari. I mean, a Ferrari. Hold on one second. I got it this time. Oops. Jimmy, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hey, don't get divorced.
Okay. I hope not.
Well, I mean, yeah, you were saying that right there before, but yeah, pineapple. I will get it every now and then on a pizza, but yeah, that'd be all right.
No, I have to decline. I have to decline the pineapple. Absolutely.
Well, regular season champions, SEC champions. To me, I want it to be overall us just getting better from the beginning of the season to the end. Yes, we can actually be SEC champions and we could be regular season champions. And I believe the fan base is going to be great to be able to just keep on supporting Mark Pope, this team. It's not unreal that we cannot be a great team.
I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm sold in, and I know a lot of people right now are completely sold in on the possibilities. It's already summer ball. Everyone's already completely brought in on the assignment. Everyone knows that hanging a banner here at Kentucky means a lot. Not to even in these interviews, you're hearing how excited. Starting with Kirk Carissa, you know, just how excited these guys are ready to be in the Louisville UK matchup. How these guys are ready to just make Kentucky proud. They don't want they understand that that UK makes Kentucky proud, not Louisville. So I think the fan base is sold in. I think the fans are also locked in and ready to go as they continue to get better for sure.
Oh yeah, I know that for sure. And I mean, I don't expect the Elite Eight. I would love it. Final Four, I don't expect it.
Okay.
But let's just see what this team does right now. And we've got Jasper that's just been here on campus. It looks like Lewis and Marino is like a package deal coming with us.
Okay.
And then what happens with the players that's left over? These players is going to learn so much from all the other older players that's on this team right now. And next year, they're going to be able to be that leadership also.
Hey man, and everything that you just said is facts, man. Like I mean, everything is just going to bleed over into next year. I do think as I said many times, I think I think a lot of stuff is riding on in year one of Coach Pope. Whether you're talking about recruiting or just moving, just the fan base continue to support. I think everyone's going to be locked in and really going to want to see really what happens in year one, and then we can kind of go from there, just to see, just to kind of see what happens from there. Yeah.
Well, with Coach Pope, I believe he has put everything into this, and he has reached out to every person, everyone that he could possibly do. It would be maybe Patino or any of the players or anything from the past. He's trying to bring everything back this is Kentucky. This was not anything. It's Kentucky. It's the players,
Yes.
and they will make sure that this program goes on forever.
Absolutely.
It's not one person. It's not one person.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is major. This is big for sure.
But with Pope, I think adjustments like on defense, I believe it's going to be easy for him. I believe it's going to be real good with his coaching staff of being able to adjust. And all these players in high school right now are going to see this.
Yes.
I hope we get Jasper. I hope we get Marino. I hope we get, Lewis. I hope we get some of them players. They will see when they see Pope's offense and looking at players that has already been in that offense, they will say, let's go.
And and that's why I'm definitely going to continue to believe that year one up under Coach Pope is going to make not just a difference in year one for just the team that we have, but I think moving into the future, it's going to make a good. It's going to be good for him for sure.
Yes, I believe so, and I'm so excited to watch this team this year. It's just my excitement is just like yours. I want to see this team play tomorrow. I know we got a little bit of time, and they got a little bit of time to get together. So, let's get it, Big Blue.
Let's get it. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for the phone call. I appreciate it. Okay, boss?
All right, we'll see you, Big Mike.
All right, thanks so much, Jimmy. All right, later. So, man, I mean, everybody's saying, man, look, you guys, it's still evening time over there. You guys, well, I can too. So they actually they don't have Grubhub and stuff like that. Theirs is called Talabat. That's the name of the food delivery, and that's all they do. Like they don't have part-time jobs. All they do is just Talabat. You're not gonna like they're not gonna show up at your house at the front, and they're gonna have their brothers and cousins in the car with them. That's all they do. But they're called Talabat, and they work around the clock, and it's a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. It's a big company who actually does that. So, you guys are making me really hungry, and I really got to go back to bed for about 2 hours or so. But maybe I can go ahead and fix me something up before I go to bed. Someone asked. I saw someone likes anchovies on their pizza and olives, black olives. I do too as well. I like both of those on there as well. So, man, it's all good, dude, for real. Man, you guys have came in and you guys have made this another successful show. I tell you what, man, you guys are killing it. If it's your first time watching, please go to the Loyal BBN Fan Show YouTube page and hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please. After the show is over, go back and watch the replay. Go back and comment. Watch the ads. The guys that watch it, they always make sure that I tell people that. But I always appreciate people watching, man. You've been in the sun too long, Mike. I know I got to go to bed. I know that I've been up for quite a few hours, man. Not really. My sleep pattern is just not. It's not healthy whatsoever. But I'm getting rest when I can or whatever. But anyway, I had to come live tonight. Of course, my Thursday night live. We'll be back here Monday. I don't care. Oh, okay. You don't carry anchovies. Okay. I hope everyone will join me back on Tuesday night at 7 as we talk some some more UK. Absolutely. I got a little tongue tied a little bit there for a second. Thanks for the phone calls tonight. This on Thursday nights will be a regular part of our will be a regular part of the show because I have time to do it on Thursday night. So please be ready with your phone calls and like stuff like that. But I love it, man, and I appreciate each one of you guys, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on X, whether you're watching on YouTube. It doesn't matter. I just want to say thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time, having family conversations, and we just going to keep doing this. And we're going to just keep getting ready for football in 30 days, basketball in a couple of months, and Kentucky sports will be back rolling again, and we'll be here full time as much as possible. And as you guys know how I like to say it, thank you so much for that, Craig. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So please, if you're watching it, go hit the like button. The like button plays a big part into YouTube sharing it out. If people are liking it, and they would definitely share out the video with the more likes that they get. I appreciate it. The Loyal BBN fan page on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything here when we come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here live with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. For all you guys, go be safe. Enjoy the TBT tomorrow night. Actually, tomorrow night, the game. Ooh, I might do a post-game show tomorrow. I gotta figure out what time. I gotta figure out what time the game comes on Eastern time, so I can know what time to set my alarm. But I may actually do a post-game show right after that. So I'll post it if I'm going to do it or not, or I'll just show up live if I'm going to do a post-game show of the TBT game Friday night, because I won't be doing anything and I won't have to work the next day. So I might do that as well too. Okay, if I don't have anything going on, I'll just go to bed early so I can get up so I can actually go live and maybe do a post-game show as well too. So thank you guys, Ronald Clark. Thank you for joining in. I see you. I'd win. I see you too as well. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. It means the world to me. Thank you guys. And until next time, go